our Skittle loaf.
Oh my, okay. Yeah.
His name's Ollie. And he has, I don't know if it's a birth defect. Okay, Charlie, you're in the way. Mark and Tara here, and welcome to the 10 Acre Woods. So it is overcast today, possibly some rain. If you've been following our social media and or social media from the area, we have had quite the storm this past week.
This whole spring is.
Yeah, the whole spring. So our house is built up out of the ground. That's the basement down there. It's not a two-story. And we built it that way, so there's no issues with water coming into basements. When we built this in 2008, I was like, can we just...
Yeah, all our neighbors were flooding.
Yeah, all the neighbors were flooding, and I was like, can we just build it right on the ground? It's like, sure, why not? Why do we want to put it in the basement? These two ducks here are still... Boys! Excuse me. If I was a predator, you'd be in trouble. Is that your pond? Yeah. So before I got distracted by the ducks over there on the driveway, what I was trying to say was we got 4.5 inches of rain, and a lot of the basements in the city flooded. Power was out to over 50,000 homes in the city for probably 2 or 3 days. There were tornado sightings. I think there was 2 tornado sightings south of the city and 1 to the west of the city. So we got lots of rain really fast. We did have water come down in our front special pen area. But because our property is sitting essentially on a gravel pit, what had happened is it had just drained down through into the ground within a few hours. So everybody's safe, everybody's dry, and everything's good.
JD.
Is Shorty inside the house?
Yeah, Shorty's
in. Yeah. There's Shorty. Got your food, bud?
Sorry, I kind of put him right where his butt's right.
And then JD, yeah. Makes it, and of course his butt's hard to move. Right, buddy? Yeah, as he moves into the way. Oh, there we go. Just enough room. Oh, thank you. Now that I've come out, he moves his butt. Right, so we've got a mama.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any. I can't hear any little chirping. 13th, she's due.
Muscovy duck. Hi.
You gonna go that way?
I could.
Okay.
Well,
don't disturb her though, because they are hatching. Like like she could have one under her.
Yeah, no, I don't want to stick my hand in there. She's gonna bite me.
Come out.
Hi.
Oh, this is Bailey.
Oh, we got a new one.
Yes.
Right, I heard about this one.
Yeah, this is Bailey. So Bailey was. You want your apple? Bailey, look. You want your apple? Stay there. She's a little nervous of 2 people. You want an apple?
Well, we got 9 black cats. Why not a black rabbit?
I know, right? So she's good. She's here. She's kind of staying here. Hi. They did say that she does bite, but we haven't seen it. She's up here all the time, and she's kind of become our little. Give her a treat and pet her.
And she was biting, is why she's here?
No, it was a. Did you go outside?
Nope.
A divorce situation.
Ah, a separation. Nobody wanted the kid.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but she's been hanging out. She's pretty good. She's adorable.
Yeah, she is cute. Well, we tend to like black
I
animals,
know.
don't we?
Yeah. Jeez, surprised my man's not black.
Ah, oh.
Just saying.
Look at what she's wearing, black. So this is the area that we do get mucky. So we've got the path around here, of course, high grounds. And as you can see, the animals do use the, they don't want to get their feet muddy.
They use
They use the path around the
But
edge.
you're right, we gotta raise this side.
Yeah,
Because I don't want to
put some fill in
I don't
here.
want to raise this because then the barn will flood.
Oh, yeah.
You can't. So this actually, once it's like it's composting too, right? I'll come out and I'll push it this way and create that swale again, dig it out.
Coco, what do you want? Ugh, every time. Grain. Hey, well, I guess I'll go get some fresh vegetables. Okay. Wait for the grain. So this we've kind of been playing around with for years. We did open it up to the trench, which is just over there. But then we found that in the spring it actually backed up. So this is the lower area. There is a higher area along the shelter here. And then the water runs over and out there and then across the driveway. So we do have some water management, much better than we did when we first moved out to the property here, which is why we put in the retention pond with a trench that overflows to the highway. Oh, we're going this way?
Yeah, there's supposed to be rocks into there.
Yeah. Don't hold the bucket too low.
Meeker.
Alright, out of the way, guys. Gotta feed everybody. Oh, the kids are playing. Bronwyn?
No, I saw. Did you let?
Uh-oh, did I do something bad? Tinker, did you not have food set out? I think she fooled me. I did let her in.
I'm coming.
So you didn't have food set out for her?
No.
Oh, yeah, I did let her in, and I was, I allowed it.
Onyx.
She was following me around as if, oh, I better not speak too loud, or the others
Right.
will come. So we found that after shearing, Onyx was just a little scrawny.
Yeah, Onyx
So-
and Tink.
She needs a little bit more, and then Tinker.
It's this hip bone. You just don't want to see.
Yeah.
And you can't, of course, you can't see it under the.
So Tara did put food down for Tinker, and Tinker is now inside eating. What can we help you?
Where, Puff? What are you doing? No, it's none for you.
Yeah.
Yours is out there.
Yeah, she's like, is there something going on here?
Right. And hopefully you can get it done before Nestor or Tuck.
Yeah. Well,
or
they
somebody
seem
comes
to be.
running in.
They seem to be busy outside eating. So this is the perfect scenario.
Oh, here comes Shimmer.
Uh-oh.
Just guide Shimmer out of the way.
Hey, Shimmer, how are you? Oh boy, here comes the boys. Here comes the boys.
They're not bad because they just redirect a little TikTok.
Yeah.
As soon as they don't get any, they're gone.
Yeah, and they know what the routine is. They're like, wait a minute, I think there's something going on inside. We should go check. Shimmer's back. Turbo. Tinker's done. All right, that's most of the chaos.
Oh, sorry, Tink. That was a toe. We don't do a lot of hay at this time of the year. It's just in case it rains. I got something to eat inside.
Yeah, they're out early morning. They head out to the field there to the backwoods.
Enough for their 1 o'clock nap.
Oh, I'm just gonna go for a little pee right here, I guess. Raised in a barn, were you, Tinker?
Right. Hi, Tink.
Yeah.
Hey. Hi, Onyx. Hi, Turbo. How's my boy? How's my boy? Hey. Oh, was he hard to catch for shearing?
Well, that's what I heard.
Oh, my Lord. He knew it, and he was not going in, and you try to control that. It was funny, I went to pick up grains the other day, and the guy was... Oh, wait, no, that was Costco. I went to pick up, and the guy was like, oh, I'll get it for you. And I'm like, I look at him, I'm like, you do realize I have 200-pound sheep that I push around. He's like, oh. It's like, don't worry. Throwing hay bales is nothing to a box of Costco. I'm not sure what just beeped.
You've been hearing beepings all the time.
I think it's because that freeze dryer.
So Tara and her beeps, she's been hearing beeps quite a bit. And it's likely because we have a freeze dryer. So we bought a freeze dryer and we set it up and we've been using it this week. Tara's been learning it. She's been freeze drying a whole bunch of things, pineapple wedges. She's been mashing down cherries and freeze drying those into a cherry powder for seasoning on ice creams or desserts. So this afternoon, we're going to put Skittles in. There's still a batch that's running now. And I had some Skittles that were freeze-dried at the office. And I'm like, wow, these are really good. They are flavorful, they're crunchy, but they're not chewy as to get it all stuck in your teeth, which is great. So we've got that set up, and when we go in, well, probably in another hour, it'll be ready. What we'll do is we'll record the setup of it, put them in. Of course, we'll wait, and we'll pull them out in, I think, 3 hours of freeze drying, but then there's some stuff in the beginning and some extra drying at the end. So probably by this evening it should be all done, and we'll close out with that. So that's exciting, and there are a bunch of people who've never tried it before and are like, oh, can we try some out? Can we have some? So I'm gonna have to make up a few little sample bags for some people and get that out. So as time goes on, we'll kind of show you the process, probably in future videos, our creations with the freeze dryer. So Tara's pretty excited about that. All right, so Barry and his mates are in having breakfast together. And so we had a rabbit that came in, actually it was a couple weeks ago, but this rabbit has been here and there and everywhere, usually over in Toby's pen, because he can go over there. So he came in, he's fairly young, but his name's Ollie, and he has, I don't know if it's a birth defect. Okay, Charlie, you're in the way. Oh, don't take it away from Ollie. Come on. So, Ollie has a twisted neck. So when you can see, oh, don't even try it, Holly. Oh, these animals and food aggression. So Ollie is, he's doing all right, but he's got this neck thing. Now, he grew up with a few dogs where he came from. And, okay, come on, guys. You guys are horrible. Get out of the way. So what he does is he goes over into Toby's pen. He sneaks through the bottom of the gate. And what had happened was Toby came out to go for a pee, and he ran down, and he saw Ollie in the middle of the yard in his pen, and he ran over to it because, of course, he's a terrier and he's got to chase rabbits. Well, Ollie didn't move. That confused Toby, and he stopped and realized, okay, this might not be prey, because prey usually run away. So they've become good friends, and Toby will go out and hang out. Charlie, he says, what's underneath the rabbit? So that's interesting. So yeah, he's got a little bit of a twisted neck, but this is the special pen that we're in. So, you know, Sheldon had a twisted neck and for a long time and ran around in circles. Still does from time to time when he gets excited. But yeah, so that is Ollie. We are now inside and have our Skittles. So here is the regular Skittles, the fruit Skittles. And then these ones are the, what are they? They're
Sweet.
these, I forget, they're the different type of Skittles.
Sweet Skittle?
I don't know, I figured we'll get a couple. I went to a place here in Canada called the Bulk Barn. And you can just go to all these big bins and select the candies you want. So I got a few. I got some gummy bears or gummies.
Yeah, you have to do them separate.
Well. Yeah. So we're just learning this. Reiterate that. So we've gone through and there's this candy setting. So I guess we just hit start. It's going to do some kind of, yeah, I think it's a 15 minute. So
did you close the valve?
No, it doesn't say to close the valve. We're still learning on that. So it's running for 15 minutes.
0.
All right, load trays. Close drain. So close drain. So I had to look. These are the berry Skittles. Ooh, that one looks...
Edible?
Yeah, a little small. I'll have to eat that one. Okay, so these are the fruit ones, and those are the berry ones. So this is our first time doing the Skittles. And I think they'll probably have a couple that'll clump up. You have to have some good space, apparently. But Jerry just decided, well, we're just going to load them all up. If we get some clumpy ones, so be it.
Those are the edible ones. Like,
yeah, those
right
are the
away.
ones. Those are the testing ones.
Okay.
All right.
So I close the drain valve, hit continue.
And pre-warming 140. Okay. Well, that's it, I guess. All right. We're coming up on 10 seconds left on the batch. And they have expanded quite a bit. So hopefully we'll be able to separate them. I figured they were probably a little crowded. Okay, so we've got...
Tara's all about get her done.
Yeah, well, when it takes 2 hours, though, per
Yeah.
session. So these are like a sour grape gummy. And then these are a sour fruity gummy. These ones are a little more squishy than these ones. So I imagine these ones are going to kind of blow up
Each one
more.
of these was cut down into 3.
Yeah, she cut them up. All right, so we are done. So it looks like we can turn off pump. Last
Not from
time,
there,
yeah, last
from
time
here.
Tara turned the pump off there and then blamed it on me. Caution, trays are hot.
Open drain valve to
Yeah,
vent.
okay.
So I just checked to make sure that
Yeah, open the drain.
it sucks water back in.
It should be nothing in there because not much moisture on the candy. Okay. Now the trays will be hot. Ooh, look at the...
Steam. Very cute.
Our Skittle loaf.
Oh my, okay. Yeah, that's a little close.
Yeah. Tara has to learn by practicing.
Oh my god.
We could have done these in 2 batches, if not 3.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
These ones were not as full at all.
This is our Skittle loaf.
Oh my god, this will be fun. They look like eyeballs.
Yeah. Well, they're baseballs. Little baseballs.
Oh, this might be. We have Skittle powder.
No, they'll just come off and...
Oh, they come off. Oh, they totally come off.
Okay.
Interesting.
Some of them.
Interesting. I've never had. I'm not a Skittle fan.
Try one.
That one's got a big bubble.
When I separate them, we'll eat all the ones that are bad.
Yeah. We won't have many left. All right, let's get the other ones in.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll be able to. We should be able to show this in the end of this video. These ones take longer. 6 to 8 hours, apparently. So these ones are a little more separated. And it's all about learning. We'll get it right.
Well, and if we start pulling these apart and they're fine, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Start new candy batch, it looks like. All right. That's a pretty big one. Woo! They're strong.
Yeah. They separate pretty easily.
Twist the kit. Twist it.
Well, I tried, but it doesn't twist very good.
What releases them from the bottom? See?
All right. Pass me a tray.
Oh, yeah.
Pass me a tray. Dad took my tray.
Yeah, they will. Most of them will
Yeah.
separate,
And
but
then just put the big ones in, and then the little ones can go this way.
yeah, see, then you'd start destroying. Yeah, well, we can salvage. So it's now the next morning, and we had a little bit of excitement last night. So we had the hard jujube candies, and we had the soft, kind of almost like marshmallow candies. And we had them both in together, which was probably a problem in itself. We read afterwards with marshmallows, which they have a very similar consistency, that you run them at that temperature we did, 140 degrees, but no pre-warming. So normally there's a 5-minute pre-warm. So when the vacuum kicked in, they were so soft, they just expanded and created a huge mess. So it was a good thing I was here watching it, because if we had left it and come back an hour or 2 or whatever, 3 later, it would have been all over the place. So, lesson learned. So read directions and watch YouTube videos on how this works. Okay, so yeah, I guess we can shut it off. We can just end batch. So we ended up upping this to, yeah, it's been running for 15 hours. All right, so we're gonna open the valve here, and if we look inside, we can kind of see the top of the 2 openings. Not very good, but we'll get a better visual here, and they haven't changed much. So excited to see. What do we see? Okay, let's see. So they haven't really changed much. So let's try one. No, there's just.
They haven't changed at all.
Okay, fail. They're just there's a little crunchy on the outside. That's it. They're still soft on the inside, so that's a fail. Okay.
We have tiny candies.
Yeah. All right, so let's take these out. And we'll go to a better look
At our mess.
at our mess in there. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. the animals outside, the weather we've been having. What's the weather been like where you are? I've been seeing some comments of people that have had some pretty rough weather. That storm went right across North America, it seems. So anyway, that is it, and we'll give you updates on how we do with this in the future. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we hope to see you again. Take care. Bye.